This video will walk through how to send a spot bid out to multiple carriers at a single time. If you complete the assigned customer rate and no rates are visible because it's not a lane that a carrier is contracted on, you can cancel out of this and search for additional capacity with your solution carriers. To do this, click on the More Actions tab, Capacity, and Manage Quotes. The team quote screen is blank currently because we have not selected any carriers to quote from. To select carriers, click the green plus sign from carrier. There are multiple reports to select from, an overall team carrier quote list, an expedite carriers, hotshot, and international. We'll use expedite in this example. Select the carriers that you would like to quote out to by clicking the checkbox next to their carrier SCAC. Click OK. If you would like to go back and select additional carriers, repeat the process by clicking from carrier and selecting a different drop-down. Carriers can be listed twice because it differs by mode. So if a carrier has a mode of hotshot and a mode of expedite, they will be listed in both the hotshot and the expedite locations. To send the carrier quote out, you're going to click on the select. You can select all by clicking the select all at the top. And if there's just a couple that you want to send to, just click on the checkboxes next to the carrier. Once your carriers are selected, you're going to click Send Quote Request with Expiration. The expiration time is based on how much time you have for the specific quote. If it's not shipping for a couple days, you can give a 24-hour expiration date. If it's an expedite that needs to ship within the next half hour, then you can change this to only 15 to 20 minutes. In this case, we'll give them an hour to quote. Once you're done, you're going to click Save and Send Quote. It will show that the two quote requests are pending to be sent, and under the quote sent, you will see that status. You can close out of the Manage Quotes and refresh the screen within 10 to 15 minutes. Once the screen is refreshed and a carrier has quoted, an activity named Remote User Quote will populate. This will bring you back into the Manage Quotes screen, and you can see which carriers quoted and the amount. If there's an I, that means there's additional information. By clicking the plus sign, you can see any notes or comments from the carrier and their bid amount. To select the carrier, click under the selected column. This will not automatically tender to the carrier. Once completed, click Close. Because the carrier wasn't selected at the time of rating, it will not automatically send a pickup request tender. To do that, complete the next activity of Send Carrier Confirmation. Send. From there, if the carrier is not on auto accept, meaning it's an expedite or a hotshot or truckload carrier that needs to accept it on their end to validate the pickup, the status will go into tendered status. Once the carrier accepts the pickup request on their end, the status changes to booked, and you can now update and download your bill of lading. Quote requests and tender requests are saved as attachments under the paperclip attachment icon. That is how to use managed quotes to send out a spot bid to a carrier.